from Qlink.
Sorry for keep you waiting. This is really the last project. So it's a great honor to be here presenting on behalf of Qlink. Can I have, thank you. So can I remind everyone again, thank you for staying at the very last presentation, everyone. So can I remind you again that WinQ, our first D app, is already available on Google Play. So actually feel free to download it and play around with it. What we want to emphasize today is this chat room functionality. So what we can see in the red square is the chat room's entrance. It's not as obvious as we expected, I know that. I want to emphasize 3 features about this chat room. First is anonymous. Probably you're gonna notice that the first time you enter into the chat room, it's some random name, and the next time it's another random name. So that's what we want to make it to be completely anonymous. And secondly, it's a disappearing. So when you are going offline, close the app, and then you come in again, the record of the chatting history is completely gone. And the third I want to say is it's location-based. So what you can enter into this chat room is because you can see there is a Wi-Fi shared. So as long as the Wi-Fi is covered, so you know people who are chatting with you is somewhere besides you or upstairs. So you know they're there, but you don't know who they are because it's completely anonymous. So this is actually just a tip of the iceberg of our Qlink project because, as I said, it's our first D app. So I want to quote Professor Potts, if you still remember his theory, that Qlink together with other projects is digging the digital hole. Laying on the foundation. So, and while we're laying this foundation, we built a shed, which is WinQ. So we want to move it to the foundation and build a skyscraper someday, hopefully. So what Qlink is actually doing is building the world's first decentralized mobile network, powered by blockchain, apparently. So what is mobile network? Mobile network is basic human need. It's internet. So can I do a quick survey about it? Considering your mobile network access and thinking in the dimension of coverage, speed, and price, please raise your hand if you're not satisfied with the service right now. A few. Good. It's not as many as when I was presenting in London. Because Netherlands is in EU ranking the first of connectivity. It's ranking the 4th of digitalization. So we're really lucky to be Netherlands because the network connectivity is really good. And above that, I think Netherlands, if I'm not recalling wrong, it's the first country in EU which introduced network neutrality. So, but as we said, blockchain, this is not a new technology. This is an infrastructure for institutional economy. So what we can do for mobile network, what we can do it better. So beyond internet, people are asking for like mobile continuous connections. We want to go mobile. We want to be connected everywhere. But what we can do better about this, what current mobile network can be improved, in what ground? Please try to recall, this is my advantage to be the last to be presenting. I can call Professor Potts, and I can ask you to recall Dean's presentation in terms of network security, right? So the network is not as secure. When you're connecting to the public Wi-Fi, you don't know what's behind it, right? And also the problem of payment regarding the regarding the mobile network services, it's very rigid. So you get a monthly package, and this is mobile. And in terms of fixed network, the fiber go to your home, the router, that's a monthly package. But it can be so more than that, right? We are hearing so much about new technologies. We're hearing about connected cars, drones, IoTs. But how can my mobile network be smarter? So we need something called content awareness on your network. So your network should be as smart of identifying what it is carrying. So back to the topic of network neutrality, because Netherlands apparently is treating every content on the network equally. But what if we can make a step further to make it knowing what they're carrying and the charge in terms of the content that they are carrying? So this is how we make the mobile network smarter. And of course, there is a problem of trust. So, for example, how can I trust this billing and the transactions to be accurate? Of course, that will be, people are already sitting here familiar with the blockchain technology. I'm not going to sweat on that point. So these are the fields that we feel we can actually address on through Qlink, and this is how we do it. So let's have an overview of our architecture. So at the bottom, we have devices. So if people are familiar with or heard of Qlink, they're obsessed with the idea of we are introducing our own base station. So the base station we are offering will be by nature registered on blockchain as a telecom asset, and it will provide coverage, LTE coverage, and at the same time, it can mine by POW or POS algorithm. So this is the very fundamental devices layer. And then on top of it, it's public chain. In our case, it's the neo chain. So we are registering your telecom assets or network assets on the neo chain. What people can think of as network assets. So we're talking about Wi-Fi. We're talking about VPN. And we can also talk about the contents. So we can actually register it as the asset. And there will be our own public chain is called QLC chain. We are introducing. It's targeted to be completed by the end of this year. And the two chains will communicate via a dual chain protocol. The Qlink chain, we are actually partnering with on-chain team to develop it. And at the very top of it will be DApps, like various types of DApps. So what we are seeing, like WinQ, will be one example of it. And of course, we're welcoming all the other DApps to be built on Qlink. So it's basically all network services associated DApps. So it can be SMS, it can be IoT, it can be connected drones or connected cars. So as a matter of fact, our business, our society is built and underpinned by the mobile network. So what you are using the services, the emails that you're using, social medias you're using, are all built, if you think it's all built upon the mobile network. So of course, we encourage imaginations to build the DApps on top of it. And a good example, as I said, is WinQ, that if some of you are curious and have already downloaded it. So, and some updates. I remember that Qlink team actually presented in January in Netherlands as well. So there's some, aside from the fact that our DApp has already been listed on Google Play, this is another update. So I see someone has already taken out their camera, just film me in, because this is Qlink API. We haven't filed the patent yet, so this is my only solution. So this is our architecture. What we can see here is Shannon consensus that we want to introduce to everyone. So people are thinking like the consensus for different projects, but for network, mobile network services, or in this industry, is something special. The first thing special is actually all the transactions on the mobile network. Like approximately 80% of the transactions are completed on 20% of the nodes, the big nodes, which are namely Google. So they are actually carrying a great workload of transmissions. So if we adopt the POW or POS, it's horrible. It's nothing more than being centralized again. So what we are actually doing is trying to separate the working ledger, the working knot with the bookkeeping knot. So we have actually a detailed description about how to separate it and why it's economically benefit the whole industry, the networking industry. So that's one thing special about Shannon consensus that we're introducing. And the other thing special about this network industry is that we don't really, we're not satisfied with just proof of stake, like how many QLCs that you're actually holding. It's not going to work. We need something like proof of transmission and proof of space-time. I think proof of space-time is more popular used because there are several projects who are introducing storage files. This type of is similar. So and also we're introducing the proof of reachability, the search thing. So it's a decentralized search engine that are doing name resolutions, things like that. So we are naming this consensus in the name of Claude Shannon, who is the mathematician. And on top of what the structure that we are introducing, we are also providing APIs and SDKs for developers. In Qlink architecture, let's go back. See the protocols that we are actually introducing. From the first is P2P account sharing protocol and decentralized name resolution protocol, the billing protocol, apparently because we need to record the transactions, and the decentralized firewall protocol. This is a standard network firewall that enterprises are adopting to protect their network assets. So and also at the very last is a decentralized search protocol. So those are the protocols that we are introducing to the industry and to all the other teams. So and the P2P account sharing protocol is what we used for WinQ. So the basic is you register your Wi-Fi and you put your password, and the sharer is registering as an asset on the app, and the user who are actually trying to connect through your Wi-Fi is not seeing your password at all. So that's why how we can complete a P2P transmission. So this is an example and how we adopt this P2P account sharing protocol. This is the starting point of this project. And of course, during the following month, what we're doing is trying to build name resolution protocol and the billing protocol, etc. So this is the part of what WinQ is really about. What I introduced before about the location-based chat room is, as I said, it's just a tip of the iceberg. So, Roger, can you help me with this this video? You can actually click and it will play. Oh, sorry. So now the app is featuring several functions. The wallet is actually holding gas, NEO, and QLC, and we are adding BNB as well. It's also featuring the Wi-Fi sharing function. It's featuring the VPN sharing function, which are both using the P2P account sharing protocol. And we are adding this chat room functionality just to see, well, by playing with it, I'm quite obsessed with it because it's really fun. It's anonymous, and you don't know who they are. We want to promote this at this occasion because we believe it's a really good opportunity to see an event management, like people are chatting offline, and they're actually close to each other. And also, we are adding multiple other coins as the latest AMA. Alan Lee, our chief architect, is saying that we are considering to add more tokens in our wallet. And that's what we're planning to do with WinQ. And we are actually calling for city ambassadors to help us to get user acquisition because we noticed that different market has different demand. For example, Netherlands, people are not that sensitive to network access because apparently you are the #1 in EU in terms of connectivity. But what about VPN? Do you actually care about network security? Do you need a private network to get connected? Can we get the video? Okay, never mind. Go to YouTube, search Qlink. That's easy because we're running out of time. I need to wrap it up. I told the speakers before, like, no pressure, all the pressure is on me because I'm the last speaker. And this is Wi-Fi sharing process. Someone register, someone use it. It's really complicated, and I don't want to stress a lot time in it. Apparently, this is on the whole. I want to say it again because this is running on testnet, and we are targeting to move it to mainnet, neo mainnet by the end of this month. So don't send your mainnet neo or QLC into this WinQ D app. And after getting on Google Play for 2 weeks, we are seeing people winning a lot of QLCs through this app because by registering it as asset and sharing with the others, you are actually making money. This is how this token circulates in this D app. So this is the number of the first week. Someone who registered a VPN called London won 129 QLCs. And the second week's figure is much more astonishing. So that's where Qlink is listed. And we're really glad to be partnered with SwitchU. It's a recent added one. And this is how you contact our team. If you're a frequent Telegram user or you are a frequent Discord user, just feel free to scan all these QR codes. I'm running out of time, so these guys are staring at me. So this will be an easier way to stay connected, right? If you have any questions, if you want to help, if you want to develop your own D app on our public chain, feel free to reach us. And we are also available on different social media platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you.